So we are out of here, leaving Little Harbor. You see it right here behind us. Beautiful sunrise this morning. And we're gonna head out. There's the harbor right there. Really shallow getting in and out of there. And we're gonna head up straight over to Bimini from here, which is 170, 80 miles. So we'll be going through the night and we'll adjust speed, but we can stop at Stirrup Key and for a few hours if we wanted to and get some sleep, and then we can finish it in the morning if we wanted to. But we'll see how the weather's supposed to be absolutely perfect. So my shot is to keep going and then check out at customs Monday morning as soon as we can, and then head right over to Miami for the best weather window. Man, look at that sunrise. People ask all the time if we drive from down below, and the answer is not all the time, but sometimes. Like, it's a little bit rough out here, so it's just smoother down here. So we're down here at the station, and I got the chart plotter set up. And once we get up here and make the corner, hopefully things will smooth out for us a little bit. The wind's really supposed to start to die down too. Looks like a main ship. It's like a 39 main ship, 40-foot main ship. This is Hole in the Wall right here. That's the lighthouse right there. And this is the Great Albacoa Island to our starboard right here. And we're going to come around here, and then we make a sharp right, head over to Stirrup Key, and then over to Bimini. About 100, I'll tell you exactly here in a few minutes. So you can see right here, that's our chart we're going off of, and we're going to go to starboard here once we get around Hole in the Wall here. There's actually a sunken ship right here. It didn't show up on any of my charts except my chart on my phone, and that boat, we're guessing right there, that work boat is keeping people away from the wreck. There are probably divers down there on the wreck actually. This is right at Hole in the Wall. So that's Hole in the Wall. We're not sure if that's a military. That's a sunken ship right there. That's the crane sticking out of the water. How crystal blue that water is. So I just wanted to show you, there's a cruise ship right here. This is Stirrup Island over here, Stirrup Key. And I believe those are cruise ship islands where the cruise ships have their private little islands that they go to, take the people over to. And so you can see us going past one of these big cruise ships out here. put our ditch bag together. This one will have all our personal documents, and then this one we'll put some clothes and some food, and we'll get some water out. That way, if anything happens in a quick emergency and we have to get off this boat quickly, we just grab these 2 bags and we're out of here. Okay, folks, so I just took a shower. It's getting close to evening now, getting, I don't know, somewhere around that 6 o'clock hour. Bunch of cruise ships. There's just like ships everywhere out here. And the reason I had to take a shower this morning is the mosquitoes, man, they were all over us this morning. So I had a pretty smooth day. I would say it was exactly what they called for, 1 to 2s. It's supposed to even get calmer tonight. And you know, it's just a slow go though. Because I know that we've got to be fighting current, because the boat usually goes a little bit faster than this, but it's not. So we're fighting a headwind right now, and probably a little bit of current in this shipping channel, shipping lane. So we've passed Stirrup Key. You can see it right back there on the back. And tonight we'll head up onto the shallows. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful sunset tonight. Woo, look at that. Man, it doesn't get any prettier than that. Okay, folks, so it is 10 o'clock at night. I'm just relieving Pete from the helm here. I just took a 2-hour nap, and you can see all the cruise ships out here. Those are all cruise ships, all of them. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, just that I can see right here. And then we have 2 contacts, or we got about 8 contacts on the radar right here. But the one we're concerned about is this one right here in the corner. Not too far from us. And so just a perfectly slick, calm night. We have a little bit of moon out, so it's absolutely perfect night for making this type of a run. Just, yeah, you couldn't ask for any better weather. It's almost slick, calm out here. All right, folks, I wanted to share something with you because it's just the way we're running tonight. It's a couple things. One is I have my radar, but I won't come back out on this boat again without a brand new radar, because this radar started acting up on me today. Actually, it's the first time it's ever done that. So, and coming out here at night without radar, solo by myself, I won't do it again. I mean, this is a 230, 40 mile crossing, and 1 full night of water in 2 full days. And so, you know, you really should have, and then I didn't realize like how many ships were in this channel. And that's what I'm going to explain right now, is because we're getting ready to leave. We're out of the shipping channel, and we're going to go on top of the, what they call the bank over here. And that's putting us in shallower water. So you're going to see like this edge right here. You can see it on the chart right there. We're coming up on it right now. You can see it on this one too. You got those 3 lines right there. Those are the lines marking that we're coming up into the shallower water. And the reason I'm doing that is for the simple fact, staying out of the shipping channel. And then over here now, in Florida, you really can't do that because all the crab traps. But there's no crab traps out here. And we also have a full moon tonight, so it's pretty easy to spot something. Once you get your night vision, it's very, very easy to spot what's going on out here. And I could actually see an obstruction in the water because of the moon. We have like an 89% crescent moon tonight, which makes it really, really nice for night travel. So ideal, perfect, slick, calm conditions, and no wind. And a crescent moon. I mean, you can't ask for any more on a crossing than that.
Our data would say that we'll cross a half a mile in front of you. Just wanted to make sure you knew that was our intent.
Okay, roger. That's a roger.
Okay, and have a good evening, morning, whatever. This is Blue Steel out.
Thank you very much, you guys. Good day also.
So So good morning. You just heard that there's this freighter right here was talking to these sailboats right back over here. You can see them barely. And I just took over. I just went down for 2 hours. Felt like 10 minutes. So what we're doing is setting the timer here and just taking two hour naps. And everything looks pretty dang good here. We're about, you can start seeing the depth of the water now. Sorry, I know it's blurry, but it's nighttime. So you can see we're in about 27 feet of water. So we're out of the shipping lanes. So we just got to be careful here. And radar, again, there's all those contacts are back over there. I'm just monitoring, and seems like a pretty peaceful night so far. I don't know if you guys can see that little dot at the end right there, but that is the moon setting. That's freaking cool. So we're just about to Bimini. We're about 9.5, 10 miles away from Bimini. Pete's gonna go take one last little 1 hour nap. We're in 19 feet of water, 20 feet of water. I'll show you right over here. Start to see the lights. That's Bimini right there. Those are the lights of Bimini right there. All right, the moon is completely gone now. All you can see is the light from the headlight on the boat. It's the only light we have. And we're gonna make the final turn into Bimini right now. I'm gonna go ahead and make it. And you can see right here on the chart where we're at. That's exactly where we're at right now. So let's take it out of autopilot. I'll just put it on standby for a minute. All right, so the boat's in standby right now, and we're gonna go ahead and make our turn. You gotta trust your shit right now, because, I mean, I've never been in this entrance. It's pitch black out here, and it's this last hour before daylight comes up. So I'm just gonna cut everything nice and wide, stay in deep water, so you can see how shallow it's gonna get on me. Keep an eye on that headlight. And you can see the lights from the city. That's all the lights from Bimini right there. It's been a beautiful night, just dead calm. Beautiful, beautiful ride so far. Well, once we get to Bimini there, we'll be in the ride for 25 hours. Then we still got about another 7-8 hours to get across over to Miami, for a total of about 250 miles. A little less than that, about 230 miles. So, earlier this morning, I slowed the boat down just a little bit, about 2-3 of a mile an hour, because I wanted to come in here to Bimini right at daylight, so that I wasn't coming in here just completely blind at night, because I've never been in here before. And there's some banks, some sandbanks shoaling right up here when you make the entrance in here, so I just wanted to do that when the light was out, so that's why I adjusted the speed. That's the cruise ship terminal right there, and then we're going to come in over here on North End and go ahead and come in, go to customs, check out, and then just head right over, because today's supposed to be just an absolutely perfect day. We've had so far 175 miles of just perfect weather. And you can see the sun's now starting to come up here. The moon has set and the sun's coming up. Just a beautiful morning. So over here we have Bimini. And over there you can just barely see the lights from the mainland right on the starboard side. And we're gonna pull in north shore, go over to the customs office, check out, and head right back out to sea. So right now we're in about 24 hours. We left about 24 hours in right now. By the time we get over to the office, it'll be about 25 hours in. Total cruise will be about, add another 8 hours to that. We'll be in Miami. Made the turn coming in. Now we're just gonna head over to the customs office. Everything was pretty well marked, actually. You could have done that at night. Just follow the charts. They were pretty dang accurate. All right, I just want to show you how crystal clear the water is over here in Bimini. You can see the fish eating, hope it's the barnacles off the bottom of the boat. This boat bottom needs to be scraped really good. I'll have to get somebody when I get over to Marathon. But anyway, we're in here checking out with customs, and then we head right back out to sea. So we just went and checked out of customs right there. And now it's just turn around and head right back out, and we're gonna head back over to the mainland. Pretty simple. All we had to do is fill out a customs form. Chafe, it was about 3 weeks ago. We didn't leave from here. No. Coming into Stiltsville. Yeah. That's the house is standing there, but we made it, Chief.
Yeah. This is where we picked hats up.
Yeah, this is where we came and picked hats up. 2 months, two and a half months ago.
Yeah, 2 months.
Chafe. Here we are returning from the Bahamas. This is our entry back into the United States. It's gonna be tough. If I ever go back to the Bahamas, it's gonna be real tough, Chief, because now I know what the two differences are. Going over there when it's rough.
Yeah, I didn't like the rough ride, I'll tell you that. It was not fun.
No, and today you're cooking bacon and eggs while we're driving, so there is a difference in weather.
Yes. But that being said, sometimes you just can't wait forever.
No.
But we hit it perfect this time.
Yeah, coming back 40 miles.
That's why we came back a couple days early too, because
because
this
of weather.
was the weather window. And it was the weather window.
Yeah. It's not rocket science neither. You can look at all the reports you want, but at the end of the day, I don't spend a lot of money paying all these sites and doing all that stuff. I just take the weather. I look at all the information through the apps that I use, and I said that this is going to be the perfect weather window. We even waited another day. Remember, we waited an extra day.
But I'm really glad we did, because we came through the backside of that. And
Buddy, that's the guy on the camera. Chief, we actually met the owner of one of these houses. Well, actually, they're clubs now, I think, that own these houses. You're not allowed to maintain. You're not allowed to rebuild them, or if they get wiped out in a hurricane or a fire or any type of destruction, they're done. You can't rebuild them.
fire or anything.
Fire, yeah. If one the last one they got lost was lost to fire, and they had it just when it was over, it's over. only 6 of them remain. There was 7 until the fire. So pulling back into Biscayne Bay here after the crossing, and it was all about the weather. When we planned on staying in Bimini a couple days, but we couldn't because the weather was just too perfect and we had to come. So it was great. It's great to be home. Well, this old girl has completed America's Great Loop. Now she's been to the Bahamas, the Abaco Islands, side of the Bahamas, and then over to Bimini. We just completed yesterday. We went 2 days, so it was like a 36-hour run from the end of the Abacos, Little Harbor, all the way over to, we stopped at Bimini to check in, and then from Bimini over to the US. And now we're in like Card Sound over here in the Biscayne Bay. It's a beautiful morning out here. Looks different, Chief. Just because you're catching it in a different light is all. It's the same place. What's the name of this place? You have to come over and check this out one day, Chief. Not that far from it.
Hey, do you want me to offer Bob the truck, or we're probably just going to go back and get the truck real quick, aren't we?
I would, if we're both working, I'd say.
So I'm not going to say anything.
Nah.
Savages.
Did it, Chief? The Bahamas. Check that one off your list.
Gone.
Chief, been places, right?
I'm not saying I've been everywhere, but I've been places.
How many people can say they took their 50-foot yacht over to the Bahamas? Woo! Get you some of that.
A little punchy, ain't you?
I am, Chief. It's a huge accomplishment. God, Chief! Settle down. Coming under 7 Mile Bridge now, Chief. Get you some of that. You know, what was the biggest surprise of the whole trip?
Just how remote it is out there, I think it's just an eye-opener.
Yeah, it really is, guys. I mean, you're on your own when you get out there. I mean, woo! You're probably in one of the poorest places in the world, but one of the
nicest
places. So yeah, but probably one of the nicest places in the world. And it's remote, man. Woo!
Not where we were. We weren't in the commercial part of it.
Yeah, we didn't go to the Freeports and the Nassaus and stuff like that. But even just taking a scooter and the bike through some of those villages was just unbelievable.
It's eye-opening.
Yeah, it really is. It's a whole different world. There's nothing on a corner that says, "Hey, you know, let's go to." There's no movie theaters. There's nothing for those. I mean, there's just nothing. There's just houses and then these little bitty stores, shacks.
What do you call them, houses?
It was unbelievable. Okay, folks, so I can't say thank you enough. And, you know, it started with Rolanda and Eve on January 15th. You know, just thank you. Steve came out and visited us. And then we had several other people that came to the boat and visited us. Just thank you guys so much. The Larrys, the Bills, Steve, Steven, just everybody. Eric, thank you so much. You know, Sharon, Shannon, all of you guys. It's been overwhelming, the support and the love. We are back in Marathon now where we're going to regroup. They're going to have to kind of reinvent the channel again. But, you know, all I have in my heart right now is love and appreciation for all of you guys, all the Patreons, everybody that stuck it out all the way to the end here. And, you know, we'll keep going. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. as we make the transition into getting jobs and revamping the boat, so we can start making a little bit of money to get back out on the water. And it's going to take some time, it really is. But I think what I'm going to do now is keep my Wednesday video, and next Wednesday's video will be a rehash of leaving on January 15th for you guys, because it's been 90 days now, and we've been in the water, not at marinas. We probably stayed 10 days total, maybe a little bit more than that, about 2 weeks total in the marinas for the last 90 days. But it's also, and the rest of it's all been on the hook, and I'll share next week with you everything that happened in those 90 days, from Rolanda and Eve to Steve to all of it, the Great Tortugas and all of it. Anyway, just thank you, Tats, everybody. It was just an overwhelming experience, and I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad to be home, and I'm glad to start over again and get going with our new lives and stuff like that. But it was just thank you. That's all I can say.